What if your in-laws joked your baby wasn't his? From the age of 18 to 23, I was an intimate worker. I'm not proud of it, but I'm also not ashamed. I did what I had to do to survive. Keep studying, pay rent, stay afloat. That chapter is behind me. I've moved forward. I met my fiancé when I was 25. He was never a client, just someone I met through mutual circles. We clicked. 3 months into our relationship, his brother-in-law somehow found out about my past and decided to help by exposing me to the entire family. We ended up addressing it head-on. I stood there and said, yes, I did that. Yes, my fiancé knows. Yes, he doesn't care. That was 2 years ago. We moved on, kind of. For 4 awkward months, his mother, some aunts, and a few cousins were suddenly very interested in policing their husbands whenever I was around. It was bizarre. These men were in their 40s and 60s, and I wasn't desperate. My fiancé shut that behavior down fast. Since then, things have mostly smoothed out. We got engaged last year and found out 5 months ago that I was pregnant. We were thrilled. His younger siblings were happy, but his mother pulled me aside and with wide eyes and a trembling voice, asked if the baby was really her son's. I just stared at her and said yes, then walked away. She gave me a half-hearted, I'm just making sure excuse. Last weekend, we were at his parents' house with extended family and some friends. People were having the usual, what will the baby look like conversations. Then his father chimed in about a birthmark that runs in the family, something he and all his kids supposedly have on the inner thigh. Then with a smirk, he added, but how can we know who he got it from? Might be from me, my boy, or my brothers. Laughter. He and his brothers actually laughed like it was the funniest thing in the world. My fiancé looked furious and was about to speak, but I cut in first. I don't get it, I said. His dad blinked. Because it runs in the family. Right, I replied. But why would the baby get it from you? He started to squirm. It's just a joke. I still don't get it, I said. Explain it. The room fell silent. His friends were visibly uncomfortable. One even said, yeah, that's not funny. His father excused himself and left the room. That's when the backlash started. His brother-in-law accused me of being rude, saying I knew what the joke was about and shouldn't be surprised, given my past. Others joined in, pressuring me to apologize to my father-in-law for embarrassing him in his own house. I said, absolutely not. I told them I've endured years of thinly veiled harassment from them, and I was done pretending it was okay. I said the joke sounded an awful lot like he was implying we'd slept together. And why would that be a thing you say to your future daughter-in-law? His mom gasped and said they would never do that. Exactly, I said. But your husband thought it was hilarious to imply otherwise. I pointed out that if he wasn't ashamed, he wouldn't have run from the room the second I asked him to explain the joke. Then I told my fiancé I was done. He told me he was proud I stood up for myself. Then he said we should go no contact with his family, that he was sick of the disrespect I constantly endured from them. I told him I'd like that. We've agreed they won't see our child until they learn how to act like decent people, and I honestly don't see that happening anytime soon.